This isn't your average window install. We're installing some of the largest residential windows in Canada, and moving a piece of glass this size takes a lot more than just manpower. Between the crane, the crew, and making sure every measurement is perfect, there's a lot that goes into making something like this happen. Every single lift has been planned months in advance because once these leave the ground, there's no room for error.
Guys, welcome back to Project Sketch. Today is a huge day for us. We got the big panels of glass going in. Bigfoot is here. They've been here since about 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning, starting to set up and prep for the day. We've got the big cranes coming in. They're offloading right now. They're setting up and everything's rolling really smoothly so far. So hopefully we keep that positive momentum going throughout the entire day. We're so excited. Day is finally here for us. We've been waiting so long to get this glass in, and we're just excited. So come along for the ride.
The custom Bigfoot aluminum frames were installed during the framing stage, with every opening pitched slightly forward to help manage water and ensure long-term performance. Installing glass this size takes some serious equipment. Today we're using a 165-ton crane with a 270-foot boom, giving us the reach and precision needed to safely place each pane high above the home. The glass is lifted using an industrial vacuum lifter. Multiple high-powered suction cups create a secure vacuum seal, allowing the crane to safely lift, rotate, and position each pane with incredible accuracy. As soon as that glass leaves the ground, it's all about communication. The crane operator and installation crew work together to guide thousands of pounds of glass into position inch by inch. Every lift carries a risk. If a pane is damaged, it can mean months of delays, significant replacement costs, and major impacts to the construction schedule. Despite their size, these panes still need to fit within an incredibly tight tolerance. Every measurement and every movement has to be exact. These windows were supplied by Bigfoot Windows and Doors, a Canadian manufacturer that specializes in oversized architectural glazing systems. What makes these systems stand out is their ability to support massive panes of glass while keeping the aluminum frames incredibly slim. The result is exactly what modern architects are after: bigger views, more natural light, and an almost seamless connection between the indoors and outdoors. But achieving that look requires exceptional engineering. These systems are designed to handle Canadian weather while maintaining thermal performance, structural integrity, and a long-term durability. That entire pane of glass is being held to the crane by nothing more than a series of industrial vacuum suction cups. It looks unbelievable, but that lifting system is engineered to safely handle thousands of pounds while allowing installers to position the glass. You might hear the crew refer to this as glazing. In the construction industry, glazing is the process of installing glass into its frame. It might sound simple, but with panes this large, glazing is one of the most technical and precise stages of the entire installation. Every movement has to be carefully controlled to ensure the glass is properly seated, supported, and sealed for long-term performance. Once the glass is fully seated, the installation crew completes the sealing process, creating a weather-tight barrier that protects the home from air and water while allowing the window to perform exactly as it was engineered to. It's a process that looks effortless when it's done right, but every step is the result of careful planning, precise engineering, and years of experience. By the time the crane disconnects and the suction cups release, what was once thousands of pounds of suspended glass has become a permanent part of the home. And just when everything seemed ready to go, the crew ran into an unexpected challenge. The glass had been packaged with the exterior face in the wrong direction for installation, so it couldn't be lifted straight into the opening. Instead of rotating the pane in the air, the crew carefully stood the glass up on its edge using specialized supports. With the weight of the glass fully supported, they were able to remove the vacuum lifting system and reposition the suction cups onto the opposite side of the glass before reconnecting it to the crane. And the reason this pane had to be flipped is because the glass has a specialized low E coating that's designed to face one specific direction. That coating plays a huge role in the window's energy performance, helping keep heat where it's supposed to be depending on the season. Installing it backwards isn't an option, so the crew carefully propped the glass up, moved the suction cups to the opposite side, and then continued the lift with the glass facing the right way. Once the suction cups were repositioned, the lift could continue and the pane was finally ready to be guided into place. And if you think that this pane was headed to the main floor, think again. This entire piece of glass is being lowered into the basement. This magnitude of window in a basement is not something you see every day. Installing a window of this size below grade presents its own set of challenges. The crane has to reach down into a confined space while the crew carefully guides the glass into an opening with almost no room to spare. It's a slow, methodical process where every movement counts. But the end result is a floor-to-ceiling basement window that completely transforms the space with natural light and uninterrupted views.
So Kyle, today is a really exciting day.
It is a very exciting day.
Here at Project Sketch.
Yep.
It is window install day.
Correct.
So
glazing install.
Glazing install.
So we've actually been installing these Keller frames for about 2.5 weeks now. This is some of the largest glass in a residential space in Canada, I've been told. So it's actually pretty cool to be a part of this. We've been putting these frames in, so it actually starts right from the actual framed opening stage. Obviously, all of the framed window openings are all slightly tilted forward with a bit of a bevel.
So that rough sill, we tilt at a 3-degree angle.
3 to 5 degree angle.
To ensure
any moisture or water.
Exactly.
Yeah, any water or moisture. Then they came in and they threw down their exo air, and this is here so that we can tie this in. We have another membrane that we're actually going to be putting on the exterior of the building, and we're going to then run that up and tie this in. After that step, they have these thermal brake pads from PureNet. They're moisture, water resistant, and so they go in to help give another thermal break for this window. Obviously, all this will all get spray foamed after the fact and sealed in. So they took a lot of time to set these actual frames themselves on top of this. So like a ton of attention to detail to go in.
Yeah.
The details in here, like everything transfers from one end of the house to the other. So everything has to pretty well line up perfectly. Yeah. So there was a lot of time spent on mapping things out to make sure, like, from this side of the house to that side of the house, if you were to look at that control joint line of the brick all the way around, everything's going to line up.
And this is one of the key reasons why you need to hire a really good professional company.
Correct.
To manage your windows when you're doing a high-end luxury build like this.
Absolutely. Pretty well any trade partner on this build, like they have to be pretty dialed in, because the details here are such that if you're not setting it up right for the next trade partner to come in, you run into problems pretty quickly that is hard time coming back from. So I think that's a big part of it for sure. So
I love trusting and using Bigfoot windows and doors for this kind of install.
Absolutely.
Because they are done. The crane is monstrous.
Crane's monstrous.
I was chatting with the guy there, and he said it's 165 ton capacity. Yeah. 270 foot boom out length. Yeah. Right? So at 270 feet at a 45, the capacity diminishes down to 5,500 pounds. Yeah. Right? Because you think, why the hell do you need 165 ton crane? And it's because they are booming out.
Correct.
150, 200 feet over this house with panes of glass that weigh 2,000 to 3,000 pounds.
Correct.
Some of the panes of glass in this are Enormous.
Yeah, so once the frames were set, then it was like another week and a bit of detailing all of the gasketing, the thermal brake stuff, like all of that, which again, it's all individual custom. These all came long, they cut to fit, and ensuring that everything is super tight, like all the gaskets are super tight.
Yeah. This system here, we've got sort of a double thermal brake. So there's one here and there's one here. This is our fixed glass. Sits out here, right? So we've got against this weather seal. This gasket. This is a thermally broken gasket. These hard plastic sort of shims is what the glass sits on.
Actually, the structure of the glass will sit and rest on.
You need to use hard plastic. You can't use metal. For any homeowners or people that don't know, looking at this, metal against tempered glass will shatter it. You have to be really careful when you're handling tempered glass, because if a piece of metal like your pry bar taps the edge of it, you'll crack the entire thing. It's kind of unreal to see it. I've seen it happen. And it's like a $10,000 piece of glass shattered because somebody just
they were just trying to literally shimmy it in place. The one I watched, he was just trying to shimmy it up into place, and it just spidered.
And you can do that exact same movement with hard plastic, and you're good. As soon as you use metal, you're done. So this is a really cool system. The system's called Keller. We are like, what's going on here?
So this is a corner. We're gonna have 2 panes of glass coming and meeting into each other. That is fully supported on itself. So
there's a whole there's drainage kind of everywhere happening in here.
Exactly.
I'm seeing holes back here. There's holes in here. It all
and you can see exactly.
It leaps out these guys right here. So our finish details will ensure that they die below this. You have to make sure that there's a drainage plane.
That's right.
Like you can't block these, otherwise you're just asking for trouble.
Correct.
So in terms of install, glazing alone,
So the glazing, surprisingly, these guys are so dialed, they're 2 days of glazing. So with the cranes and all that, booming it in, they're 2 days of glazing, and then when that is done, they're about 4 more weeks of just tinkering around.
4 more weeks.
4 more weeks of essentially just setting and making sure that everything is dialed in.
And watching this crew work it's a treat, because they all
really
know what they're doing. Like they get a piece of glazing installed, a couple guys will stay back and make sure it's there, and the rest of the crew peels off and they start setting up
the next one.
If they have to swap suction cups, they'll swap it out. As I mentioned, there's a ton of really big, cool equipment that they're using, but they have to use the appropriate equipment, obviously, for the right glass.
That's right.
There's big pieces of glass that like 2-3 people could probably manhandle.
Which there were some put in as like test pieces that they did. I think they had like 4 or 6 guys that were like literally.
But you can't do that all day.
No, no. And some of these are massive.
And then some of them are. You'd be incapable of. You'd need 20 people. It would be incredibly dangerous. Which is why we have the crane, and we have multiple pieces of $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 equipment that's here just to do this job.
It's really hard to appreciate the scale of a project like this until you see it for yourself in person. Months of planning, thousands of pounds of glass, and one perfectly executed installation. It's safe to say the view was worth it.